Hey, what's going on, SH? Awaken, top of the morning. Hopefully, everybody's doing somewhat alright, considering the bullshit. I'm hanging in there, hanging in there. Hey, what's going on, Ellen? Taking it a second at a time, 1 second at a time. Don't have the luxury of taking it a day at a time anymore. Down to the briskets. Yeah, the brisket. Let's see. They cut my live last night. I believe I was trying to point something out, and they cut that motherfucker. Or we was talking about something, and they cut it. One of the two. See. Nappy, I moved to San Jose years ago and was homeless. I too was gang stuck. I don't live. I know, man. It's bad out here, man. It's really bad. If I could give anybody advice, I don't care if you're doing good, if you're doing bad, financially. Well, if you're doing bad, really don't come out of here. But even if you're doing good, do not move out here. I lived out of my car. Hey, what's going on, Johnny Salas? Um, yeah, man. Because it's no, you could get a job out here, get you a nice house and everything, and lose that job at the drop of a dime, and you'll never. It'll be so hard to find a job or a job to the status that a lot of people out here make. I moved out of the state and now make 6 figures working from home. Your life, think about yeah, no doubt, man. As soon as I figure out I want to do something online, but as soon as I figure it out what it's gonna be, I'm definitely gonna pursue that shit. I was thinking about just buying shit in bulk and selling it, but They rigged that shit up too much, man. Have people calling me that don't even want anything, that just inquire about it. Uh, Sorry about the scenery, you guys. Coffee in a blunt. Coffee in a blunt. Mm. I'm a salesman. I started noticing commonalities seen in gang stock and common patterns of why people buy it. Wealthy. I'm a salesman. I started noticing commonalities like you see in gang stalking, common patterns of why people buy. Made me really very wealthy. Yeah, I definitely gotta look into something, man. This recycling gig isn't gonna fucking cut it too much longer. I mean, it would if I didn't have to fucking spend money on fucking bullshit like fixing shit and uh, motherfucker can't ever save, can't really save money because you're always fucking spending it on this fucking bullshit. Some type of vehicle vandalism. Yeah, salesman. That's a good. I was looking. They have these commercials on YouTube. I was also thinking about doing one of those things, helping people get customers and shit, drawing out them advertisement and sending customers their way. But I don't know. Matt, y'all know what your channel to employ the post here. Maybe I know so what your channel to employ. Careful. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. And yeah, everywhere. They follow me to different channels, lives, even lives that have nothing to do with gang stalking. They fucking follow me. I could be on a comedian. Like I watch a lot of comedy, a lot of prank channels as well. Excuse me, it's legitimate. I watch a lot of prank channels and shit, and they've went as far as well, I believe they went as far as to contact these people and have them do skits. But they won't too much, go overboard with it. But they'll fucking throw skits in there to let you know, like, we've contacted your fucking person that you watch. We've contacted them. They'll do little shit too, like it'll be small shit, like give somebody a Target bag and tell them you're targeted Like, it's this one. It's called Gold Diggers. It's a Gold Diggers prank on YouTube, and dude had bought this chick like some makeup. He bought her a few different things. Or he bought her makeup. He bought her like makeup. Wait for this bright ass lights. Yeah, he filled the bag up with a lot of girly shit like makeup and shit. It was in a Target bag, and he fucking, he passed the shit to the chicken. It was like, you're targeted. I'm gonna follow you everywhere now. I want your phone number. I'm gonna follow you everywhere until you give me your phone number. They're like, oh man, these people are whacked out, man. And whacked the fuck out. Unless you got connections, one, do not get the good being T.I. I used to be in TV media mixed with well-off people. Yeah, that TV media, it's like all the people that are well off, they have to do some weird shit. Like, they just have to fucking, they can't be regular anymore. They just have to venture out and tap into their fucking fantasies and imagination and shit. Which, I mean, nothing's wrong as long as you got boundaries to that shit. Once on the list, T.I. one does not come off. This is for life. Faith is the key. Yeah. Yeah, I don't plan on getting off of it. I don't expect to get off of it. And I plan on dying. I don't even plan on dying a natural death. Like, I believe, like, one way or the other, they're gonna get me. I don't care, though. I'm not tripping off of it like that. It's gonna happen whether it's natural or they do it. But, yeah, I don't too much expect to get out this program. There's a little spark of hope in there. Like, there's definitely a spark of hope. But, yeah, I'm not gonna put myself in a position to get my hopes up high. Too high, at least. But that's not. That's why I got out. Yeah. And I don't know if TV media is, well, it is entertainment, but I don't. Excuse me. It's legitimate. I'm, I'm sorry. I don't know if you would really put them up there, like the media up there with, like Hollywood, like entertainers, like actors and shit. But you probably would. And, if they have to go through any of the rituals or, you know, any of that wigged out shit, blood sacrifices, you definitely made the right choice, though. Get, getting out that shit. And it's because it's legitimate. It's like they're financially raping all. Well, I don't think actors. Um, I don't think actors so much are negligent as far as researching and knowing how much they're worth and all that bullshit, and not letting the entertainment industry get over on them and shit. I'm pretty sure everything's just you know, you do this movie, we pay you this much. And the rap and like fucking, well, I know hip hop. I don't know about any place else, but in hip hop, they fucking, you know, they buy a house and let you live in it. They let you drive their car. Like you never really touch no real fucking money unless you're independent. Then you do. But anybody that's doing anything commercial when it comes to hip hop, you're not touching nothing. You're not touching no real money. All the fucking jewelry and shit. All that jewelry, and then some of that jewelry don't even be fucking real. And then like they get it for a real cheap price because it's the industry. The record label has a fucking connection with them. So when you add all that shit up, the shit you have to do to be in the industry, promote whatever fucking agenda, wear whatever type of clothes they tell you to wear, you know, go against your morality. Like when you think about the payout of that shit, it's not worth it. Same with this fucking targeting shit. Like if you weighed out the pros and the cons of targeting a person, what you make, I mean, even the ones that make good money, well, the ones that make good money, they do all the directing and shit, so they don't really, they don't really fuck with their morality, I guess. They have a fucked up set of morals anyway, so it doesn't really fuck with them. They don't have to walk down the street butt naked or touch all on their wieners and shit. But yeah, man, it's sick. Fucking sick. When I was homeless in San Jose, that whistle drove me crazy. You hear it drove my. The, wouldn't they be whistling? Are you talking about that fucking that stoplight? Oh, brain interference. Yeah, one at a time. Exactly. Look up. Excuse me, you guys. Look up U.S. Pat 6011. Yeah, that stoplight. That yeah, I know what you're talking about. That shit does drive you crazy, man. I swear, I think it's psychological. I think that shit's with that MK Ultra shit. And I was thinking, right? But it's probably a reach. But what if like the one headlights and the whistling? Like what if our perps were hypnotized? What if our perps were hypnotized? Say they went to that. Say when you go to that place, you get hypnotized or whatever. What if they're hypnotized to see the one headlights and hear the whistles? Like, what if that is not necessarily for us? Or what if it is used for two things, like to annoy us and fucking put those fucking perks in like different realities and shit. Like if a perk sees a one headlight, it automatically, knows to do some weird shit like bend over or, touch on itself. Or if it hears a whistle, it automatically fucking starts running down the street naked. It's probably a reach, but it's not. I don't think that's too far off. I think it's possible. Especially the look that some of these motherfuckers be having in their face and their eyes and shit. Like they be like blank, like not even there. But some of them are hypnotized, slow cook. Yeah, I definitely starting to believe that. Definitely. On top of the morning, Wednesday. Yeah. Hey, top of the morning, turtle. Definitely hope everybody's doing great, doing well. They keep blinding me with these lights. Fuck, man. Oh, it's evening where you are. At top of the evening. Hey, I watched one of your videos Wednesday. Is that an actual like a community like a mini community library where you grab that book at? I appreciate that, turtle. Definitely. Okay. It was on the street. Yeah, that one. That glass box that had the books in it. That I was thinking that's pretty nice right there. If that was like a little community neighborhood library, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Oh yeah, definitely, no doubt. My next door neighbor is a fat demon troll. Yeah, man, they're wacky, man. You should have seen the dude they sent at me last night. Another fucking construction worker, man. Another fucking construction worker. He had the black tight pants on like fucking spandex. They were sweats, but they fit him like spandex the way it. Oh man, he had on some super small sweats with the fucking Madonna style t-shirt showing his belly button and shit. Just out of pocket, man. Out of fucking pocket. That's what I mean. Like, how could you be that big? Like, for any amount of money, how could you be that fucking big? A dude, and 9 times out of 10, maybe you're gay, maybe it's a possibility you're gay, but you don't really look gay, man. You're too big, man, to be doing that shit, man. It's just not right. It's not right. It's not fucking right, man. Yeah, books are dope. I like them too. I used to. At first, I used to didn't read. I used to. Oh, at first, I didn't not used to read. At first, I did not used to read. I did not used to read. But making the best out of a bad situation, getting locked up, like fucking being locked up in a cell for 22, 23 hours out the day. You gotta do something. And like the first time I picked up a book, like I couldn't put the motherfuckers down. Couldn't put them down. Like they take you to a whole different world. Like you're literally in a whole different world. It's, yeah, they are everywhere. Oh no, Nappy, wow, they do that to me all the time. I'm like, King, I don't think we can do what he's done. Yeah, yeah, man, and that's the worst, bro. That's the fucking worst, man. Like, that's literally when you gotta, excuse me, it's legitimate. Or for me, because I'm not gonna take no chances with no big crazy motherfucker, especially one that thinks he's gay. Like I gotta have something on me for immediate fucking, you know. Fuck that shit. The fucking weirdos, man. Oh man. Yep. The construction worker. The construction worker booty bandit. You have the regular worker, you have the regular booty bandits, then you have the construction worker booty bandits. Fuck, man. So that's two. That's two of them already that you probably witnessed more on some of the lives and shit. But that's definitely two that you guys have witnessed for sure. I uploaded one, and then there was one on the live. Last night's live, or the live before this, the live before this live. The other one though is when they had me quit uploading. I wasn't even gonna record it, but I was like, fuck it, man. Let me snap some fucking quick shots of this motherfucker, man. That motherfucker on the bicycle was crazy. It's like a circus. I live in a fucking circus. Like my targeting is fucking Literally a big annoying fucking circus act. And there's a new fucking clown every day. A new fucking clown every day. Oh no, the Madonna style, the Madonna style. Yep, that motherfucker. And the shirt was super tight. Like you'll see it if you watch the live. Like you might have to, forward through it a little bit, but you'll see him. That motherfucker got behind the van. I had to pull up. I had to pull up some. Fuck that shit. Excuse me, it's legit. Well, you gotta carry that weight a long time. Hell yeah, you do. And it's not so much the weight, but it's not so much the weight, like, you know, but it's the, like, you know, and this is not taking shots at anybody that's, plus size, but at the same time, if you need something to do with your time, better your fucking self. Don't try and tear nobody else down. Like, if you, I mean, work on trying to lose weight. Like, why are you trolling? Why are you gang stalking? Like, you gotta get your shit completely fucking. Well, you don't even have to get it completely, but at least get your shit somewhat online, in line, you know? Don't fucking be targeting people when you know you have some problems that you want to take care of. I mean, if you don't want to take care of them and you're comfortable with your size, then. But a lot of these fucking perks have insecurities and shit. But, and that's the most they get mad at. That's the most, like, I don't care if they point my I don't care if they point mine out. Like, they could point anything out. But them, you point something out, and they get pissed off, man. Especially the ones, and I'm not taking no shot at anybody. I'm just saying, like, the ones um, that got their hair, like, they grow their hair, but they can't, like, you can't grow it in the middle. Like, how would you describe it? There's just like a little patch. It won't grow at the top. But they actually have this herb that you rub on your head, and it's supposed to grow your hair back. I don't know about it, nothing about it, but they have it. They say. Um, but yeah, you point that shit out. You point that shit out. That's or. I know when I used to go in 7-Eleven, it'd be a dude with long hair, and that'd be perping me. He'd be with like his girlfriend. I did it a couple times, and it gets him fucking mad as shit. When they got long hair, and they start perping you. If it's a dude, call him a girl's name. Especially if he's with his girlfriend, that's the perfect way. If he's with his girlfriend, you say, "Hey, Jessica," and you just make up a name, Jessica. Well, use Jessica, right? And usually the girl would turn around and be like, "My name's not Jessica," and I'll be like, "Nah, I'm talking to her." And they'll be like, I'm not a girl, dude. Do I look like a fucking girl? Dude, you better check yourself, man. I'll be like, oh, my bad, man. You look just like this chick I used to go to school with, man. You could be her brother, man. They don't like that shit. Like when you verbally fucking fight their ass, they don't like that shit. Unless unless you're doing it to defend yourself, like, motherfucker, why are you doing that shit? Why are you talking shit? Or why are you following me? Or why are you fucking coughing and sneezing? Then they love that argument because then they can fucking choke your fucking, you choke your chain and shit. Yank on your leash. Fucking play with your head, but you turn that shit around on them. They don't like it. Like your neighbor, tell your tell your neighbor next time you see your neighbor, tell him, say, you look good, man. You lost some weight. You lose some weight or something. Grown adults who are children, maybe they need a face diaper. Huh. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Yeah, they wear all black out here still. Still, man. They give themselves away. Like, if this shit ever goes to court, if this shit ever goes to court and it's legitimately fought, like if it's ever brought to light and legitimately fought in a legitimate court with legitimate fucking, jury and all that bullshit, like these people are, they're fucking busted like a motherfucker. But as long as, the powers that be don't want to do anything about it, they're in the safety zone. That's why they get so blatant. That's why they're so blatant in everything that they do. It's like, there's a loophole somewhere to where they won't get in trouble almost. Like, they do it that blatant now. Or at least they're starting to do it that blatant with me and shit. Fucking cops with one headlight and fucking bullshit like that. Yeah, you're in another world. Definitely. Definitely. And time goes by. Time goes by hella fast. I think the first book I read was by Donald Goins, and then I read a James Pat. They had a collection of James Patterson books, and I read all those fuckers. I went through like 4 James Patterson books in like a week, probably like a week and a half. I would just read, go to sleep, eat, go to sleep, read, eat, work out. Yeah, you're in a whole different zone, man. We in a different world for a minute or two. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Especially getting out of this one right here. I hope in another dimension I'm a boss to a fucking, you know, big time fucking establishment, and I got perks working for me and I'm treating them like shit. But they're not perks, they're just regular fucking, you know, they're regular fucking people in the other dimension. They're not perks in the other dimension, they're just regular fucking people working for my establishment. And I'm not a perp either. I'm just a fucking evil. Well, not evil. I'm just a mean fucking boss. And I'm talking big shit to them, making them fucking work hard for me. Fuck. Your videos are like a. Appreciate that. Yeah. A book you just can't fucking finish. I wish this book would finish. And see how he just turned on his brights? Fucking little bitch. Just turned them on. He had to turn on his brights. He just had to fucking do that shit. Cowards, man. And then, like, I'm turning my head away from the light and it positions itself to fucking. These people are clowns, man. Your videos are proof that life is so much. I know, right? I mean, if anybody, if. I wonder, like, I bet you if this channel wasn't about gang stalking, if this channel was like, uh, the Weird Hunter or some shit, like I was some dude blogging, fucking hunting out weird stuff, I probably should have fucking did that shit. Like, I could fucking start another channel like that and fucking just exploit the shit out of these weirdos and like fucking put commercials up for that shit. Like, take footage of them for the gang stalking shit and then take the footage of them for gang stalking, but also upload it to my weirdo hunter channel or something for fucking to get, you know, the commercials and shit. Oh man, I think I might just fucking do that. Then people would be like, "Dang man, where did this is creepy? This is fucking strange, man. How do you run into this stuff?" Oh man. You're a magnet for that shit. Then I have people telling me what I am. Like, you're cursed, and you might be cursed. All this fucking shit. Demonic clown. Hell yeah. Demonic. That same fucking grin, that same fucking laugh, that same fucking. Some of them even their skin doesn't. Their skin looks like fucking like plastic, almost like they got cancer. I mean, it looks real smooth, like super, super fucking smooth. I remember it's this lady with one headlight at the gas station, or was she? I was going to the gas station or something. She had red hair and she had on some fucking sunglasses, and I fucking. But the way she with her movement, she was like fucking weird, and her voice that it was. She was the spooky one. She was like, I'm not fuck. She had a serious look on her face, but she had this fucking. Like you could tell she was fucking lying, but she was just. It was crazy, man. She said, I'm not following you. No emotion or nothing. She said, I'm not following you. I said, your headlights out, like you're not slick, something to that extent. And she said, my headlights not out. And she was like, please back away. Please back away. I was like, I have to get your face real quick and your license plate. I'll leave though. She had like no, I think she was probably like military or some shit. But hers, a couple of dudes, it's almost like they got cancer or like some shit. I told the bearded fat lady, yeah, I don't think have I had a bearded fat lady? No, I don't. Well, probably, but most of them, we got a whistler. Most of them are fucking like real petite dudes. Like, but you can tell, you know, when you see their face, you know they're a dude, but they're so fucking small and shit. You guys see that little. You guys seen the one, I don't know if you guys seen the one that got dressed at the recycle center. I was doing a live a couple times. And he got all the way undressed and fucking changed his fucking clothes. They tried to use him, but from behind, even from behind, you can tell that motherfucker's whacked out. But they use like real petite ones to where like if you're not really paying attention, you might, if you're walking with some of your buddies or something, you might comment. You might. And they're gonna dress them up. They're gonna dress them up to like, they dress them up to catch your fucking eye. Like, if that's what you're paying attention to, and that's what I'm targeted, so I don't have time to pay attention to that type of shit. But you know, when they send them at you, like you have no choice but to fucking. They're standing around the fucking the you know, they're standing all around the fucking dumpster. Excuse me, that's legitimate. They're standing around the dumpster and shit while you're fucking recycling, smoking cigarettes and shit. And then you're thinking it's a lady, right? and smoking a cigarette about 5 minutes back towards you and shit, acting like they're on the phone or whatever. And all of a sudden, like one of them comes up to you, or the motherfucker turns around and comes up to you and says some shit like, how much money do you make for recycling and shit, or just to make some bullshit ass fucking, to let you know it's a dude, but to basically fucking, bring up any type of fucking bullshit to, you know, come to you and speak about. And come talk to you. I think when they have them come talk to you, they're actually taking pictures and shit, and it makes you look like you're talking to. It makes you look like you're talking or you're engaging in some type of homosexual activity. Oh Lord, oh Lord Jesus, please. These people are sick, man. I can't express it enough, man. How sick these people are, and how like it's almost like we're really living in fucking hell. It's like we're in fucking hell. Like, or we're not quite in hell, but we're damn sure, damn near. Like we're halfway there. That's for sure. Like we got one foot in the fucking fire. We got one foot in the fucking fire, man. What if God was like? What if God said? What if we all did something, right? And God was like, I'm gonna give them a taste of hell. I'm gonna let them fucking taste, give them a taste of hell. And let them figure out what the hell they did wrong. If they figure it out, I'll go ahead and yank them out. But, you know, if they don't figure it out, I'm just gonna drop their ass. Man, we're surrounded by all these fucking demons or demon infiltrated people. Same thing. As well as being fucking directed and misused by demonic technology. Shit. People being put into certain zones and shit. Pointing something at your head and you don't fucking remember, or you don't fucking know what you're doing, or they point something at your head to the extent that they make you fucking crazy and shit. Like they cook your brain long enough to make you fucking crazy. I totally get it, and I got a brain and neurological injury on top of it. That's how much I got targeted. It's awful for 3 years, just suffering and suffering, having problems with people. They having problems, they have been so mean to me. Over, I think a lot of people are clowns, more or less evil demons dressed up in human suits. Yeah, that's the way it seems. And that's the thing, like, people being mean to you, like, the first thing you gotta do is look at these fucking people and ask yourself, who are these people to you? Like, do you even give a fuck what they think about you? Like that's how I just that's how I fucking these people don't mean shit to me. I mean, even for me, I love my family and shit from a distance, but that don't mean enough. That don't mean enough to me for me to be fucking, you know, going through this bullshit with them. Like I love them, but I don't love them that much to help them break me down, tear me down and shit. Fuck that, they can continue to do that from a distance. But sometimes you just have to let people's opinions of you go. Like, and now that I've learned to fucking do that, now I gotta learn how to fucking deal with them in a closed environment, so where I'm comfortable enough to chill, close enough to them to get to a decent, environment. Yeah, fuck how they feel about you. But if I can stay in a closed environment and deal with their bullshit, I'd be on top. I think I'd be lightweight in a better position. I'd be able to have a couple jobs. But all that fucking nitpicking and fucking harassing and shit, and just having to stay through that shit, not get away from it, not say anything, just be quiet. I mean, 1 or 2, 3 days maybe at the most. Nah, I top it off at 5 days at the most. But anything past that, it's gonna be too much pressure. I know. I already know, like, I'm gonna be keeping score. I'm gonna be fucking, alright. Man, it's just gonna be one thing to where it might be like I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like, I'm gonna fucking pick up a phone. I'm gonna pick up the closest thing to me and fucking hurl it and fucking go from there. And get fired, probably go to jail. I can already see it. I can already see that shit. And that's a fucked up feeling, thinking about it. It's a fucked up feeling when somebody gets you so mad. Like, in this, this has never happened until being targeted. I've been there, but it's a fucked up feeling being so mad that you think about the consequences. The consequences aren't good, and you still fucking, you know, go through with the action. Like, that's not good. Luckily, I've been able to, and for the most part, being that mad. being that mad, I've been able to fucking catch myself thinking about the consequences and weighing that shit out. But lately, I've been feeling like you know, lately I've been feeling like I'm slipping. Like I don't know what it was. Like a week ago, I wasn't super mad, but dude was letting the air out my tires, and I caught his ass, and I hit him with my fucking skateboard. And the police were right there. The police were fucking right there, and they fucking, they were first I was yelling at dude like, "What the fuck are you about my tire for?" And the police sent them to do it. And I'm like, "What the fuck are you about my tires for? Why are you about my tires?" And dude, he had his fucking thumb on the spot, the whatever that shit is. You put the air in by the tube, where you put the air in it. He had his fucking thumb on it, and I'm like, man, what the fuck you doing by my tire, my van, dude? Why you touching all on my van? And it was that dude. It was the fucking dude. It was that dude, the one in the white shirt. That tweaker dude that was at the park last night. I don't know if you or the thing before this. He had on the white shirt and the fucking tan pants and fucking you know he's doing all this fucking weird shit. I'm not touching your van, man. I'm not touching the police hit the corner real slow. And I'm yelling at dude like, stay the fuck away from my van. And the police are riding by. He's saying, just get out of here. Get out of. But he's really talking to me. Because they always say that shit to me. Get out of here. Get out of here. We don't want you here. We don't want your kind here. They be saying that shit, I swear. They be like, we don't want your kind here. But anyways, the police, he was driving real slow, acting like he was talking to dude, but he was talking to me. He was like, get out of here. Get out of here. And that shit pissed me off because I knew he fucking sent that dude, and I went to the back of my van and I fucking just grabbed my skateboard and fucking hit his ass with that motherfucker in the back. I didn't do it too hard, but I hit him enough to be like, man, fucking don't fucking touch my van. Like I wasn't really trying to hurt him or no shit like that. I was just hella fucking mad. Like I want to show these people, man. It's cause it's like I'm doing the minimum. Man, I'm hanging on from a fucking thread, man. I'm doing the very minimum of the fucking minimum. I'm ignoring, like, all the, for the most part, I ignore these people when they do their shit, you know. But sometimes it's like, when they start touching on my fucking vehicle or fucking, that's what I get the most mad about, man. They talk all this shit, they call me bums, they call me all types of shit, man. You know, they call me all types of shit. I don't trip off that shit. But, when they fucking start, they do shit to fucking, I'm trying my hardest to show these people, like, please, like, it's gonna come to a point to where, like, all the self-control that I have is gone. Not all of it, but for the most part, a lot of it, a whole bunch of it, and it's really not gonna be good. I got a weirdo coming up. She's looking back at her fucking handler to see what this is about. Yeah. There she go. Everybody's calling me names. They're fucking watching the live right now. And they're in all black. They're in all black. Just that little subliminal messages and shit. Everybody's calling my name and calling me names. But yeah, there will come a point. I hope not, but there's destined to be a point. And what's worse is I'm weighing out the pros and the cons. I'm weighing out the pros and the cons, and the cons, the pros and the cons. If I was to flip on one of these people and do something, I feel the pros are on my side with the evidence and shit. If it was in a legitimate court, or if I'm allowed to not hire an attorney, or if I'm allowed to have an attorney but represent myself, just have the attorney fucking assist me in certain shit that I don't know, then I would definitely win. Like, I feel that wholeheartedly. But, I still don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything to anybody. I don't want to put myself in a position, like, for me to take it to that fucking level, that means that I'm putting myself in jeopardy as well. There's no fucking way in the world I'm trying to get back on anybody's fucking paperwork as far as like being hooked on some type of parole or fucking probation or some fucking, you gotta go to fucking anger management classes or some fucking weird shit like that. I don't want to be on nobody's fucking leash. And I think about that shit all the time when I be weighing shit out, man. But it's like, there's gonna come a point to where I'm just not gonna care anymore. Or you're gonna put me in a position to where you're sending somebody at me that's gonna be trying to intimidate me with fucking size, and I'm not gonna take no chances. Like, I'm not, and it's not gonna happen like that. Like, you guys already had a woman stab me, so you're not gonna fucking send some fucking humongous fucker at me trying to run that fucking intimidation shit, because that's not gonna work. And I'm not gonna run away from I'm not gonna run away from him for you guys to be fucking rubbing that shit in my face. You're not gonna be rubbing that shit in my face like you got over. Excuse me, that was legitimate. Like you got over or any of that shit. Like, I'm just gonna take my chances. You guys already making me paranoid with these one headlights and shit, following me all over the place with this fucking weird smile every time I approach you, telling me you don't know what I'm talking about. If I'm under investigation, motherfucker, tell me I'm under investigation, or tell me, like, you know, what you guys are watching me for or following me for. I already been stabbed by one of you, so that still lingers in my fucking head. I think, let me see. I think a lot of people are clowns, more or less evil demons. Just, yeah, true, but like, you know, a lot of these people are evil, man. Most people, especially well-off people, like you have to really go out of your way to want to fucking tear somebody down. Like there's so much you could be making. Well, I don't know the specifics on how much they're making, but it can't. I mean, it can't be like you're literally going out of your way. Like there's these people got opportunities. These people got they can open up businesses. They can, they can do all types of shit. Start a fucking YouTube channel. But fuck, man. The ones that don't get paid anything, pretty much, damn near, there's you could be doing a whole lot more, man. You could be investing your time and shit. You could be your own fucking boss, man. You're fucking sitting here taking directions from some. You're probably like 30, 40 years old, 28 years old, taking fucking the direction from one of these college students. Like you probably 40 years old with a 20-year-old, 18-year-old fucking college student as your handler and shit, telling you to do all types. Fuck that shit. You got fuck that. Fucking making you do all this outlandish ass bullshit, man. These people are crazy. Fuck, man. Just think, what if you just having fuck, man. That's insane, man. You could be this motherfucker's dad and he's telling you what the fuck to like he's telling you to pull down your pants and or go walk by him and rub on yourself. Go rub on your penis in front of him. Like uh, and the crazy thing is it's a lot of people out there that will fucking participate in that. Especially since the pandemic hit. It's a lot of people. It's new people lining up for that job every day. Willing to go further than that. Oh, all I have to do is put my kids on the front line, put some skimpy clothes on my child. No problem. Where do I sign? Let me use my child for bait. That's how you know these people are sick. They don't have to do nothing else. They don't have to do any fucking thing else. Or you could take away everything else they've done. Them putting their children on the front line the way they do, and in the different types of ways they do. They've sent fucking, you know, little boys at me in Sacramento. They've sent little boys at me with fucking like Backstreet Boy haircuts, like the real girly, the really girly type of haircuts and shit. Justin Bieber, fucking like all their hair be shaved off. Let's see this fucking Goofy touching itself. All their fucking hair be shaved off and shit. And then they have some fucking swirl front. They have a little piece swirly in the front, like a little. They had a little patch of fucking hair, like with the waves swirly in the front top and shit going one way. Asking me like if I wanted to smoke weed with him and shit. I'm like, hell no, what the fuck? Like, literally, they're fucking surrounding me, asking me, like, if I want to fucking smoke weed with them. And I'm at a park. I know they're snapping pictures of me. Like, I know that. And I'm backing up away from them. I'm like, nah, I'm cool, I'm cool. Then they asked me if I could go across the street to the fucking 7-Eleven and shit. And I'm trying to fucking, like, I'm trying to back away from these motherfuckers, but I don't want to, you know. they already look kind of fucking, weird. And most people would probably want to smoke weed, but like these dudes are fucking hella young, and the gay shit, the looking gay. I don't want to say it's gay. They were gay or anything, but you know the the haircut and the real fucking, they were fucking 14 and 15-year-olds and shit, so they were frail as fuck. So they look kind of like girly and shit. I'm like, hell nah, man. But I don't want to be rude. Like, I don't want to hurt their feelings and shit. But so I'm not saying get the fuck away from me or no shit. But I'm like, hell nah, man. Come on, man. Hell nah. I'm cracking up. Can you give me a blunt? Nah, I'm cool, man. Fucking dickheads, man. Look at the perk plug. Notice, notice fucking, notice the fucking headlight on the perk mobile. The perk mobile. Like obese people in Nike sports gear is like, what the fuck? Nike sport. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, these people, man. I guess in a way we have our own personal fucking freak show that goes on and on. Should just make a documentary of them, do a video, of all their weird fucking shit and put it all together and make it a documentary. Probably gotta learn that shit though. I don't know all the aspects of that shit. Look at that headlight. Look at that beautiful headlight right there. Uh, actually, that way. That's what it was that way. I would encourage then and lift them up. Let's take off and then they go to one. said now, in front of the guy talking tortured me for 2 years, and he backed down. You got it on video? Shoot him with the Yeah, you definitely gotta do it. Definitely. And you'll see the more you stick your camera in their face and question them and shit, the more you'll catch them in lies and shit. And it'll be undeniable that they're lying and shit. Unfucking deniable. Oh shit, I should have came here earlier. I should have came here a lot earlier. Yeah, most of this motherfucker's crap. Two spots left. Not here just in time, but too late. Or maybe no, it's only one spot. Sticking out too far. Let's see. Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a loophole. Yesterday at Nappy. What? On what, Turtle? Yeah, no doubt. It's real what people with no brains get away with. It's out of this world. Definitely out of this world. But it is the new world coming up, so I guess nothing's out of too far fetched for the new world. Why did you like James Patterson? I never read him. It was just real, kept you on the edge. Like kept you, like I hated putting it down. Like I would fucking read that shit till my eyeballs burned. And I still I still wouldn't wanna put it to fucking down. I think what was the first one I read? It was TikTok or some shit like that. And then the other one, the Big Bad Wolf. The Big Bad Wolf, like that's like that. It only took me like a day to read that. And I know most people be like, oh, a day. Like I read books and but for me, like reading a book in a day, like that's fucking life. Like literally, I read it, fucking go to sleep because my eyeballs would be burning like hell, and I'll wake back up, read that shit, and it got to the point to where I started looking forward to reading and shit. He's gonna kiss the girls. He actually had a movie that Tyler Perry played in. I forget the name. What was it? Was it Big Bad Wolf? I think it was the Big Bad Wolf. Maybe. But yeah, James Patterson, yeah, Tyler Perry played. It was his first. It was a commercial movie. It was the only commercial movie that Tyler Perry ever did. Oh, I read one where he it was about these kids, and they were all genetically modified. Where the wind blows, I believe that's what it was. Where the wind blows, and these kids were like in a hospital. They were genetically modified and shit. They were like, they were animals mixed with humans. They were like birds. They were I forget what kind of bird they were, but they were birds mixed with humans and shit. Dude, I was just at this moment talking to my friend about books we were reading. Yeah, it's crazy, man. This targeting, this AI, all this, it's insane. Yeah, it's definitely comfort, comforting. I think a lot of them don't know their perks. Actually, I know a lot of them don't know. For instance, like I'm out. I live in my van, so I know like little places and shit where they go, like to feed. Cause like when I was just starting out, when I was on the bike and shit, like I used to utilize a lot of places, um, like a lot of like shelters and shit, so I could save my money. So I could get food and shit like that. But what they did, what they do is they fucking start. They pass out like the churches will come and they pass out like the homeless people, all types of fucking camouflage fucking clothing and shit. And if you don't got no clothing, then you got brand new camouflage clothing. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna accept the clothing and shit. And it was everything from like pants, shirts, fucking hats, even. And people walking down the street, like that's one of the main things they targeted me with in the beginning. They do it, they still do it, but no, not so much. It don't really fuck with me like that. And I don't, you know, I don't pay no attention when camouflage. If I see camouflage, it's automatically a perp. And if I'm not gonna film them, I'm not gonna, you know. But anyways, they pass them out them clothes, and they walk down the street, up and down the street in that clothing. Anybody that's targeted sees that shit, especially like somebody who's just became targeted. They're gonna they're gonna be triggered. That's what I be meaning when they be putting people in harm's way, like, and the police know what they're doing. Like you have to know that you're putting these people in harm's way, but you're still doing it. And for the most part, the people that they're putting in harm's way are really like homeless people, tweakers and shit. So it's like if you do anything to one of them, they're just killing two birds with one stone. If you end up killing the motherfucker, they don't have to worry about that motherfucker revealing the program ever again. And they got you in jail. So, and 9 times out of 10, if you kill one of them, the police are gonna kill you because that's gonna be a fucking big case. And if you can fucking start exposing, if you could, it's gonna take a lot for that. A lot is gonna go into that case. So, a lot of shit will come out. So that just kill you and get rid of that shit quick. That's how dirty this shit is. Like, people don't think the police are that dirty. Like, people never think the police will do something that bad until they actually do it. For a long time, all these police shootings and all these police beatings that they used to give people and shit, like, people would literally, like, if you tried to tell them that the police fucking beat, like, they would literally fucking take the police's word over yours. Like that George Floyd shit, they would literally fucking take that. All they would have had to say is he was fighting back. He was fighting back, or he had a knife. Most likely they would fucking say he had something on him. Those fucking that's like the best thing about the phone, and the worst thing about the phone is the fucking camera. Just imagine how many lives that the police have changed. Like, they've changed a lot of fucking lives off lies. Like, not everybody that they've locked up, they lied on. Like, some people deserve to be locked up. But, some people just fucking ran, you know, maybe they were selling dope and the fucking police caught them. Or, they fucking ran and, made the police have to chase them and got their charges trumped up. Maybe got more, like they might have had a couple stones or shit, and then they fucking put like a fucking couple zips, couple ounces on them and shit, and fucked their whole lives up. Could be somebody that fucking wasn't selling drugs, just somebody stealing something, and they say they found some drugs on them and shit. Fucked their life up. Planting murder weapons on people and shit. No matter how much fucking bullshit they do to people, and no matter how much they get caught doing shit to people, people still, till this fucking day, even with the camera, people will still tell you, even after they see, like the lady that got killed, some lady got killed, um, because the police got they got the wrong address. It was recently, it was big on the news, and they got the wrong address. They were supposed to get the neighbors next door reported selling drugs or whatever, and they shot the fucking lady. They killed the lady and shit, and then they fucking brought up all this fucking bullshit. Oh well, like somebody did a video. It's not funny because the lady died, but somebody made a whole fucking video and was like, it's her fault that she shouldn't have been living around drug dealers. She knew what type of neighborhood. Like, they brought up all types of weird shit. She knew what type of neighborhood she was living in. She should have never had her kids living in that neighborhood. She should have knew better than to have her kids living in that neighborhood. All types of weird shit. they'll literally make up excuses for a crooked cop. Yeah, book you can't finish it. Yup, cannot finish it. There's nanotech in drugs and medicine like crack and pain pills and the pill. Yeah, I believe it's definitely in that meth too, man. I believe that meth is fucking loaded with nanotech. I think the feds is tampering with that shit. Cause it's like a worldwide drug. Everybody's fucking like crackheads don't even. Most crackheads don't even smoke crack no more. They fuck with that meth shit. Like, I remember I remember back in the day, they used to be like, man, I'll never fuck with that shit. I'll I'll never fuck with that shit, man. And then it seems like that shit started out with the youth, like the hustlers and shit started fucking with it first, to keep them up, and so so they can make money and shit at night, and eventually got hooked on that shit, and then the crackheads got fucking they got curious, and once that shit hit, there was no turning back. That was a big epidemic, a big epidemic. That epidemic was so big. It's probably not as bad as it was. It's still pretty bad, but not as bad as it was. But people used to go as far as to fucking making fake meth and doing weird shit like fucking spraying, spraying bug spray, spraying, the screen on the screen door, that little wiry, like on the old screen doors and shit. The screen and shit, they spray Raid on it, and then fucking take the battery cables, like jumper cables, and connect it to the battery, and then connect both of them to the screen and shock the screen, and then all that fucking bug spray would crystallize, and they be people would be selling people bug spray and shit, man. Fucking crazy as fuck, man. And you can always tell the people that fucking smoke the bug spray because they have this fucking big sisses in there. Like, oh, they get rashed up really bad. Really rashed up. Their faces all rashed up. Fucking. Oh, man. Don't ever get into the world of drugs, ladies and gentlemen. Not that type of drug. Nope. It happens with people I know too on the spot. It's impossible for them all to be perfect. So they turn us against each other. People don't even know triggers. Exactly. And it can be something as small as, like, say for instance, Fox. We'll say Fox. This is your, this is your, what do they call it? Thumbnail. Somebody could screenshot you on this thumbnail, blow it up a little bit, cut it, make a thumbnail out of your picture, come onto alive and start talking shit about a bunch of fucking targeted individuals. And then, you'll fuck around, they'll fuck around and have the whole community thinking that you're talking shit and that you're a perp. Like, they can have the whole, that these people are fucking crafty pieces of shit, man. Super crafty. Imagine if some of us TRs are triggering each other. Yeah, we're definitely triggering each other. Just with this synchronicity bullshit they pull on us. The weird Hell yeah, the weird straight up like a magnet. Yeah, that's the way it feels, man. It feels